Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review. This time this is another sneak peek from Nitecore. They sent this to me. This is an upcoming, soon to be released product. This is their TM9K. Now of course I don't have a box, it's too new for that of course. They're still working out the features on the box as well. So they sent this to me just like this. It does come with all the accessories here, and I'll go over those more here in detail. So what's included here is a Type-C charging cable, and they give you a lanyard, and with those accessories there also comes with a clip, which I've already put on the light. It also comes with this holster. It's an open-end design. Really nice quality D-ring. Of course it's metal, not plastic. It's got a nice belt loop. Well, there's a quick release if you don't want to make it permanent on your belt. You can easily just pull it right off and you're ready to go. Really nice stiff Velcro, good quality holster. It's going to protect your light. Head of the light is secured by at least a little bit of coverage there from the holster. So that's nice. So now let's go ahead and take the light out and let's take a look at it. There it is. Now this is a very small light. Fits in your palm of your hand. So this is more like a pocket rocket. 9,000 lumens this can put out. Now I did do some preliminary tests on there. It looks like it lasts for about 7 to 8 seconds on the turbo setting, which is nice because I don't personally use turbo that often. But I noticed that it ran 1900 lumens of pure flood. And also it's been very stormy and raining here, a lot of wind. So it's probably going to help with the run time. It did out there when I was testing it earlier. So that's be nice to be able to take this outside later in the park and see how well this does. But I put the clip on there. You can remove it. You don't have to have it on there if you don't want it. Again, there's the mode switch there, power switch. You have an LED indicator there that's also used for charging and will let you know your battery level as well. Going to show this up to you up close. Really nice steel bezel on here. Really makes it look sharp. Now my understanding is that they're going to be releasing this. Pre-orders are available now, but this will be shipped out to the pre-orders on December 8th. So not too far away. So this is just a great time for you guys to see it up front before you get it, or if you've already ordered it, you know what you're going to get. Here's the charging port. Now this is a Type-C charging port. So that's going to give you the benefits of the faster charging. Now if you use a regular 2.0 charging cable, it's going to charge at the normal speed. Now if you do use the USB 3.0 or 3.1, your charging times is only three and a half hours on this, so that's impressive. Now I don't have any kind of manual or anything, so I'm going to post the specs on the screen now so you can read those, take a look at those. Now of course, 9,000 lumens is a lot of light. Having it for momentarily use is perfect for me. I very rarely ever run my lights on turbo, mainly run them on high and medium. This one here is still very impressive, especially for the size with that amount of lumen output. Very reminiscent, of course, of their TM10K, which is more of square style, but you've got the same ability here, but it's more of a tactical look and feel to it here. Very easy to hold that and be able to push on that and access those light outputs and their levels. Now the machining and finish on this, on all Nitekores that I've tested and reviewed over the years, has always been excellent to outstanding. This here is excellent. This is what's going to get. This is the final release candidate, so that's kind of nice to be able to have a hands on this, because I might want to get one, another one later on down the road, because I really like, my second favorite light is the floodlight. So, you know, my first favorite is the combination beam. I kind of like that hot spot with a nice big spill, especially a nice usable spill. So having this really is impressive, especially just for the size. It's just right there, just like that. Right there, you got 9,000 lumens. A lot of light if you need it. Otherwise, the lower light outputs are very impressive, especially the ability to reach those 9,000 lumens. They've had to incorporate the battery internally. You cannot change the battery on this, and the reason why they went with that, I spoke to the engineers, that the battery, the amps that the battery has to be at the shortest possible route to the LEDs and the driver and the circuitry. So they had to incorporate the battery in the light. They're possibly working on something later on down the road, but at this moment they just couldn't get the right balance where it could get the full amp of that battery into the light to be able to reach those high outputs. But they did provide the battery in this light, which is nice. Rather than 18650, they went with a 21700 cell. So that there is going to give you some nice run times. A lot of power in this, 5,000 milliamps on this battery. So that's another very impressive. Got to take my hats off to this. It's definitely a unique idea. So hopefully this will pan out to be really well as far as the using it for long periods of time. The battery, of course, you can charge it hundreds and hundreds of times. So the only con that I have is, of course, I'm like most people. I like to be able to take the battery out, pop a new one right in, and be ready to go and have the light on again. Rather than this one here, unfortunately, you have to set it aside and let it charge again in order to use the light once the battery is fully charged. So that's the only con that I have of this light. As far as performance, it's really impressive out there. I took it out in my backyard and also posted a little video in my Facebook group. And just a sheer amount of light that this thing can produce. It's truly amazing. So now let's go ahead and take a look here at those LEDs there. These are the Cree XP-L HD V6 LEDs. You see very small reflectors there, really shallow, so they're going to provide a very floody performance and beam pattern. I was really impressed with it. I'll show you the button up close. The mode switch, it's really flat with the body, flush should I say. Button there. You can momentarily turn it on just by pressing and releasing. This does have memory mode, so that's kind of nice. So normally I would take the battery out and show you everything, but we're going to go ahead and move right along and get into the UI. Now the UI is straightforward on this. It has 4 levels of light output, and you have a strobe. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the light here, and we're going to go through those light outputs by just hitting this button here. It goes through the light output so you can see how that's done. Then of course you can go through those light outputs again, showing me the beam. Real super floody. It does have a little centralized area here where the light is focused, but there's no hot spot on that at all. There's the power indicator there, lets you know your battery level is good. It'll start to flash. I'll post that up on the screen now. I'll let you know the flashing, let you know how low your battery is. Now if you want to get strobe, all you're going to do is double click on that, and that's the full light output, very distracting. It's a multi-speed flashing. It's very distracting at 9,000 lumens, and it's pretty hard to handle myself. So in any case, it goes right back to the previous light output that you had it on, and you're right back to the regular UI. Again, if you turn it off, turn it back on, it does have memory mode, so that's a big plus. And it's just a lot of light coming out of there. I accidentally hit the button there as I was trying to turn it off. Now, the nice thing about this, even from off, you can access the turbo. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on here on the side, and all you do is press and hold that. Ugh. It's just a huge amount of light. So can't stand it too much more than that. You'll get about, mine was in between, depending on indoors, it was getting about 7 seconds. If it was outdoors, it was still about 7 to 8 seconds. So it's kind of depends on the battery level. I'm kind of guessing at. So really just sheer amount of light output. Again, even with the light on, if you want to handle the lowest, you can press and hold that for the blinding 9K lumens out of this little tiny thing. Incredible. Now, one last thing here before we take this outside. I want to go ahead and show you the lockout feature on this, which this type of light, you don't want it coming on that 9K in your holster or in your bag if you're carrying it on something else. So we're going to do that now. Turn it on, press the mode switch. At the same time, that shows you that it's telling you the voltage there, as well as it confirmed with the flash that your light is locked out. So now when you turn it and click on the button, so now when you click on the button, nothing happens. Okay, so now in order to get out of lockout, we're going to go ahead and hit the mode switch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So now you're back in business. You can turn that light back on, and you're back to using your light again. Alright, well, I'm excited. I know you guys are, so let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness, in the stormy wetness with the Nitecore TM9K. Let's go ahead and get started and see how it does. There it is on the lowest setting. Usually see about 25 feet. It faintly makes the water spout, so that's pretty good. There it is up on the fence. Kind of wet and stormy here the last couple days. So we're going to get started here. We're going to go to the next level. Nice improvement. 65 feet to that tree there directly in front of me. Water spout's 35 feet. Doing real well here. Trying not to get my camera wet. As you can see here, doing real well. We're going to go ahead and go up to the next level here. There we go. Real nice, super floody beam on there. Sorry for the wind noise. You can see real nice floody beam, even up in the trees. Looks really good. This is actually the best night I've had that's cleared this, so doing really good. Alright, we're going to go to the next level here. Tree of Life. 138 feet to that tree. Even with the rain clouding the camera. Starting to pick up pretty good out here. But I'll be able to get it done. That's the tree of life. Doing real well. Before and after here on high. There's before and after. Let's do turbo. I'm going to turn it back down. And there it is. All from this little light. Now you don't have much time on this, so I'm just going to press it over here in the key areas, easily making it across the park. And it steps down after 7 seconds. We're going to do it again. Look at that. Amazing. Now this cold weather is helping this out. Actually the heat helps my hand keep it warm here. We're going to do it again over here. Let's do turbo. Look at that. Look at that. One more time. Easily making that school and the tree of life. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots on this thing. This thing is amazing. A lot of light. Beam performance on this, the type of beam pattern it is really phenomenal. Lights up a huge area. Now it doesn't have a lot of throw in it, but you can get at least a couple 100 feet on this, even on the highest output before turbo, of course. That's amazing for this type and size of light. You know, it could be used as everyday carry, or it can be used as a tactical light too, because of the way the position of the switch is. So that's impressive. Build quality on this is very nice. Again, style and design, I want to stress on this, is very nice. It's definitely to me it's a little bit nicer than the square ones. Although I do like them, I use them quite regularly. This is nice to see this type of design. It definitely looks more of a tactical feel, kind of got a little attitude type of feel, especially when you're holding it. A little bit easier to hold than those smooth square bodies that the other lights I've tested for them in the past. So definitely impressive. As far as the clip is concerned, I had it this way. You could have it twisted around and put it this way, but to me this actually might help preventing that button from being pushed in. So, you know, accidental pushes, I'm not seeing it happen too easily because of the fact it's so flush there with the body. But in my opinion, this suits well for me. You know, the clip is heavy duty. You know, you can take it off again if you don't like it. You switch it around, maybe even wear this on a baseball cap. It's pretty heavy though, but it can be done. So again, this is a sneak peek of the Nitecore TM9K, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to leave a link to the nitecorestore.com down in the description area. I have a special discount code that you can use as well. I'll put that down in there. That way you can save a little bit of money on this. If you want to pre-order it now, you can. Alright, well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek of this Nitecore. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these sneak peeks from Nitecore to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.